Is this thing going? Mic check. What's going on, AAA family? It's your boy Coach Smook here on the Coach Smook Network, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality, bringing you another live morning show. Before we get into the show, I gotta ask you to do a few things. First, just come in and like the stream. You don't know how much that truly helps the channel continue to grow. Make sure you share it out. Let somebody know that you're tapped in here on the Coach Smook Network. And also, just make sure you're subscribed. If you're not a member of the AAA family, take an opportunity and join by typing in the chat right now, exclamation mark, AAA. Hit the enter button and you'll see a link provided in the chat. And if you need help, one of our moderators can assist you. We thank you for every future partner that's getting ready to join this family and help us continue to grow. And today, we want to invite you to get into this conversation. The thoughts are on you. The phone lines are open for you. I want to hear your thoughts here on the Coach Smook Network. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's go.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Hey, y'all, I'm walking out of Walmart. Check, what's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.
What's up, bro?
Reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Roll Tide, man.
Oh, somebody say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's go. Appreciate y'all for tapping in this morning. Tap in, man. We appreciate y'all for pulling up today. Listen, if you're just pulling up on YouTube, this is your first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. We got some quality stuff going on the channel for the next couple weeks. Getting ready for kickoff, man. We got kickoff in less than, 9 weeks now? No, with 9 weeks away, right? 9 weeks away, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody, you know what? Hold on, Jordan. You know. Let's go check. We gotta go check. Hold on. What they got going? Let me see. 47 days. All right. 47 days and we roll. That's what until Bama kickoff. But y'all know the season, week 0 kicks off a week before our first game against Eastern Carolina. And speaking of the first game against Eastern Carolina, man, the experts, right? The experts have put out their preseason predictions, win probabilities based off of their expertise and what they see on rosters. And we're going to dive into Alabama's schedule for the 2026 season. I think it's real interesting for Alabama to have lost so much and for everybody to believe that Alabama is not the dynasty anymore. These experts believe otherwise based off of what we're seeing. Some of this graphic, and I want to say ESPN produced this graphic, but they did the week-by-week projection, the percentage that they believe Alabama is going to have a chance to win probability for Alabama to win these games. So we're going to break it down. We adjusted the graphic to kind of make it a did I save it? Let me see if I can get it on screen for us. Yeah, we got one. We got it, Jordan. Here we go. Full screen that for us real quick. So this is ESPN's Alabama's win probability for each game in 2026. Starting off with Eastern Carolina, 94.6%. Kentucky, 81% at Florida State, hosting Florida State. We're going to go through it in detail. So if you're tapped in on my Coach Smook Network TikTok channel and you can't see the graphic, you don't understand what we're talking about, jump over on the YouTube channel at Coach Smook. If you're on the YouTube, the TikTok channel that's on the main TikTok, jump over on the YouTube, check in. Let me know where you're watching from, because right now we're about to crank up this roll call, man. Y'all tap in the comments, man. We want to see what you got to say. And yeah, we got action, man. We got action. Let me check in with TikTok first. I see TikTok popping in. We got a lot of people pulling up on TikTok. TikTok, I appreciate you. Dalton Smith checking in. G, my guy G checking in. Simple TikTok. I appreciate you for pulling up. JoJo, everybody pulling up. I appreciate y'all for sharing the live. And then over here on the Coach Smook Network TikTok, I see y'all pulling up. I can't see your names right now, but it looks like we got 6 total viewers over here. This is one of our early lives. So if it's your first time pulling up over on the Coach Smook Network TikTok, come tap in on the YouTube channel or the Coach Smook TikTok channel, and you'll see everything on screen. You'll see the background, all this stuff. Right now, you're just getting the behind the scene look, and we're not going to be here long for the whole show. So I want you to tap in on the call-in segment and everything. Now, to my YouTube family, give it up for the YouTube family, man. Y'all the ones been here since day one. Listen, we gotta continue to grow. Continue to like and share the stream, y'all. Make sure you're sharing it in Discord. Make sure you're sharing it on your Facebook channels. Make sure you're doing your part to help the community grow. Right? I know we all get kind of close and we develop these chat relationships, and we don't want outsiders coming in. But this ain't that type of community. We ready to grow again. We weeded out some snakes a couple years ago. We done did a solid year building our family strong again, and now it's time to expand this community. So like, share, and subscribe. Jumping in the YouTube chat, Mary J, appreciate you for pulling up. He's holding it down right now in the chat. The power outages, man, the elements of nature just tend to do their own thing sometimes. What's good? Bernard Phillips checking in. Good to see you in the chat once again. Coach Snell Gaming, my boy Antonio tapping in over here on the YouTube side. Now make sure y'all go subscribe to my brother channel. He's been doing his gaming content, man. The college football gaming. Y'all know I'm gonna get back on it. Once we get settled into our schedule, man, that's when we'll pick up gaming. It's not a passion of mine no more. So shout out to those that do it and provide us that quality content. But we will be doing headset talk a whole different way this season. What's up, Jason? Hall of Fame Jason checking in from the Oklahoma fan base, tapping in. Really solid, brother, man. We got hosted did a live last week, but yeah. Anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that. He said put him in the game. Put me in the game, Jason. Put me in the game. Jordan, back there on the ones and twos, tapping in the chat, making it do what I do. Appreciate you. Oh God, what's good, my guy? Tapping in. I see you in there. AAA family. The Kinesis is in the building. What's good, Addie? I see you tapping the screen over there on TikTok. Everybody on TikTok, pull up on YouTube. I promise you, you'll love seeing your name on the screen. Everybody checking in. You get to meet the rest of the AAA family. And that's where we do all of our main content. What's up, Amanda? I see you in the chat. Roll Tide, good to see you. Yes, Lord. Bless Lord. That's everybody right now that's in the live chat. If you're tapping in post live and you see it and you're seeing this part of the show, and you ready to get to the conversation, just stick around. Don't try to rush through it. We about to get into the conversation. Today, Alabama's win probability by the experts. But before we jump into that, we're going to open up the segment talking about some roster updates. Got some fall freshmen enrolled and on campus getting ready for fall camp. Things are really heating up. We're getting closer to the season. And these small, meaningless conversations and segments that we've been, not meaningless, but just hypotheticals. All the hypothetical, you kind of get overload. You kind of get over it after a few weeks. So we're going to dive into some good conversation that's helping us close out the offseason here on the Coach Smook Network. So before you get up out of here, before we transition, I need y'all to do something in the chat. Type it in the chat, man. Y'all know what to say. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Jordan, let's go, brother.
You talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
It's not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Let's go. Appreciate y'all for tapping in today once again, y'all. Here on the Coach Smook Network, chatting with Coach Smook, the live morning show. Listen, we will have the phone lines open here in about 15 minutes today. I promise you. I just want to talk about something. I think I'm going to be in my feelings for the first couple minutes of this, and I think it's warranted, right? I've been doing the content creation thing and sports media going on 3 years now. Been in sports media now for 3 years actively, right? And I'm going to pull my phone up here so the TikTok chat, y'all can get the little teaser of how this conversation is going to go. And y'all can tap in on the YouTube side or on the other TikTok channel. It doesn't matter. You can catch us live right now. But so I want to get in my feelings for a second, because one, I love when people call me a fake insider, because what really determines a insider? Someone who has access to quality information or solid information, truthful information that most of the public isn't privy to. Nothing wrong with being in that position. It's the same thing, like you as civilians, you don't get military training, do you? Right? And so because that space is such a polluted space with troll accounts and, you know, fans and the message boards, because it's such a polluted place, I've kind of pulled back and allowed our work speak for itself. And one thing I said was, when it came to Kalen DeBoer and the masses and how they would view his coaching tenure, I think a lot of people look at the stage that he's on right now and forget how young of a coach at this level he is. Kalen DeBoer is going into his seventh season as a head coach, I believe. Yeah, he's going into his seventh season as a head coach at the FBS level, the D1 level, right? His first 2 years at Fresno, we really can't count the first year because there was a COVID year and the season got cut short. Even in that year, they won, you know, they matched their win total from the previous 2 seasons at Fresno State in a season that was cut in half. And then you go and follow up the next season with 10 wins. You go to Washington, 10 wins. You go with 14 wins, lose the national championship. Then you come to Alabama. You go 9-4 in your first season at Alabama. Then you go into another, 12-4 this past season, 11-4, if I'm not mistaken, right? 10-2 in the regular season. So 11-4. You play another 15-game season, and I don't think people really realizing that Kalen DeBoer knows how to win football until they really open up and look at his resume. I want to highlight something real quick. This is something that's pretty cool. I want to look at this graphic. If you look at all the games where Kalen DeBoer and the Alabama Crimson Tide are favored to win, quote unquote, right? All the way up until the Georgia game is when you see, and TikTok, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. If y'all want to tap in on the live, come to YouTube at Coach Smook on YouTube. Tap in. I would love to see your comments in the chat. We have comments streaming on the screen. So if you tap in, we'll be able to acknowledge you. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. And thank you to the 101 new viewers over here on TikTok. Tap in over on YouTube. We would love to have you there. All right, y'all. That's it for the TikTok side of the Coach Smook Network on TikTok. If you're on the Coach Smook channel on TikTok, you're still live. We appreciate you for hanging out. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for yourself. All right, so looking at this graphic, Eastern Carolina, Kentucky, Florida State, South Carolina, Mississippi State, all games, whether on the road or at home, Alabama is projected by the experts, and I'm gonna keep saying this by the experts things because I love how y'all like to throw this stuff in the content creators' faces, or like try to use these experts and their takes against ours, right? As if they don't sit there and watch the same exact game we're watching, and just because they just so happen to play on a certain level, that means they know football better. Is crazy to me. It's laughable to me, especially dealing with CTE, you know, and brain issues and stuff like that. Some of these guys really get on these podcasts and they cannot get past where they are or where they were at that stage in their life. So when you look at a lot of these and you listen to a lot of these takes, it's not to talk trash or degrade them. It's just let's look at reality and look at what happens in these games, right? And last year, a lot of people underestimated Alabama in a lot of games. And I told you all, if Ty Simpson, what we've learned from Kalen DeBoer, so the quarterback goes, that's how the team is going to go. It's been like that everywhere he's been. If he has an efficient quarterback, a quarterback that makes big plays, that leads and can handle pressure, his teams usually follow that up. And that's just how the culture around his teams have been traditionally since he's been a head coach at this level. I look at this schedule. Eastern Carolina, Kentucky, Florida State, South Carolina, Mississippi State. Easily could be a 5-0 start. Last year should have been a undefeated start. If we come in and play our best effort against Florida State, it's a different outcome, right? We lose a couple of guys after that game. Some big guys, Jeremiah Beeman, Ja Latham. We lost them after that game. So, and a few more bodies we lost in that game. So it was one of those things where we came back the next week against ULM. You had to you had to make a statement. 63-0, I believe that score was. And we have the yard guys out there doing the yard. So hopefully y'all not hearing all that noise in the background. If so, we'll try to make an adjustment. But looking at it, the first game where Alabama is not favored to win is hosting Georgia. And I find that ironic because right now, Kalen DeBoer, without his roster, without his personnel, and you could even say the first year without the coordinator that he was expecting to be able to go forward and do his A-list type of operations, that coach, that team, he's up 2-1 on that team, on that coach, right? That team that he played had the more experienced quarterback the year Carson Beck started. Same with this season, upcoming this past season with Gunnar Stockton. That team, they had the more experienced team. They had the more experienced defense and everything. Kalen DeBoer was still able to win 2 out of 3 of those matchups. And that third matchup, uncharacteristic as it was, we still had opportunities to be in that game early, right? It wasn't as if they just beat the brakes off us. They literally, we helped them beat us. They didn't squander opportunities. And for that, I think we have to look at the realistic, the aspect of, I don't think Georgia comes in strong and puts up as much of a fight as everybody thinks. I think this is the game that Kalen DeBoer gets up for, and Alabama makes a statement with the Georgia game. And then you just continue to go through the schedule. Tennessee, that's another game. Hey, I'm about to... They got to move, man. I mean, do y'all hear the lawnmower chat? And, man, what's up, Adrian? He talking about NCAA say 27. We was just talking about gaming, man. I found time to whoop up on you. They fixed the game, too. I found out why you was winning, too, in 26. We ain't going to talk about that. But Tennessee. We have a situation at Tennessee. I think a lot of people are optimistic about Tennessee as it gets closer to fall camp, as they continue to see the freshmen. Okay, bet. Y'all can't hear it. Thank God. As they continue to see the freshman quarterback, Brandon Faison, develop in workouts, he had a solid spring. The wide receiver room is deep with some quality talent that hasn't had that national exposure as far as what they can do. They're going to get opportunities. And I think what Heupel is going to do, because of what he's done with quarterbacks in the past, he's going to have an opportunity to really put his quarterbacks in the fire early, put them to test early, and see how explosive he can get that offense under whichever quarterback. I think the freshman pulls it out. They say the red shirt freshman is in the lead right now, but I think Faison pulls it out. He's a different type of quarterback. Kind of gives me the same feels I get with Keelan Russell as far as the quarterback in that room. The best quarterback in that room is the younger guy, the guy that can do it all. All right. And then after Tennessee, A&M, another tight game. These 50s, close to 60% win probabilities. I like where they are. I think at Tennessee is going to be tough on the road. As a matter of fact, you see my 11-1 prediction. I think Tennessee is one of the toss-ups for me on the road. That's going to be the first true road test, in my opinion, for whichever quarterback. These are first-year starting quarterbacks. Every quarterback in this quarterback room at Alabama is a first-year starter. So we got to keep that in consideration. Again, hosting A&M, another veteran team, bringing a lot back offensively. Marcel Reed, another team that goes as their quarterback goes. If he's humming, if he's improved in his past game, A&M would be another team. I have them predicted at 8-4. They could easily be 10-2 with their schedule. So it's a lot of quality games right there as we meet Georgia through LSU. That gauntlet stretch of Georgia through LSU, week 6 through week 9. I think it's going to tell us a lot about what this team does. LSU, I don't like. This is the one that I truly despise. This is the win probability that I truly despise, because I think that this is an example of media-driven propaganda when it comes to a team. LSU has so much more to prove than anybody in the SEC right now, right? And Sam Leavitt does not put fear, even with Lane Kiffin as your coordinator. We're counting on Sam Leavitt to give us at least 2 or 3 turnovers a game, right? we counting on it. We can trust Sam Levitt to turn the ball over. That's one thing that he's consistently done during his tenure at the collegiate level. So I truly disagree with that one. And then the fact that it's on the road, I know it's going to be a night game. The stadium's going to be rocking, but I think coaching wise, you're going to see why Lane Kiffin. You're going to see why the real Alabama fans, and I'm going to say real Alabama fans, we can laugh at that. The real Alabama fans is why I'm going to say the real Alabama fans were happy when we did not hire Lane Kiffin after Coach Saban retired. If you think about it, Lane Kiffin had it made at Ole Miss, and I understand you have some discrepancies about wanting to be in control, wanting to have your hands on how the money moves, all that good stuff. That's cool, right? But when you think about longevity and your legacy, Lane Kiffin has not cared about that at no point in time during his career. What he's cared about is Lane Kiffin, and that's not winning culture. All right, LSU though, I think matchup wise, we match up perfectly. If Levitt's not the guy, who's the guy behind him? They weren't able to retain quarterback. They were supposed to be able to get Elijah Haven. You know, that's what LSU fans thought. Lane Kiffin coming to LSU, Elijah Haven, a Louisiana kid. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. You know, and they shot their shot. They went full. You got to have some quality things going, you know, when building these relationships these days, especially with the parameters. But that's another conversation. Vanderbilt going to Nashville. I think that's going to be a one that Bama fans are going to be up and ready for. You don't sleep on Vanderbilt anymore. After they beat us 2 years ago, you don't sleep on them no more. Chattanooga, senior night, right? Going to be a good night. I think we will be on campus for sure. That night, that's one of the easier weekends, family, friends weekend, parents weekend, all that stuff. We'll be on campus doing a lot of content. And then Iron Bowl, we plan to do a camping type of vibe for Iron Bowl. That Thursday, we plan on being on campus Thursday night, camping out Friday, and staying on campus through Saturday night, waking up and coming to church Sunday morning. That's what we plan on doing for Iron Bowl. So if y'all want to get a part of that and make it bigger than just me and the little crew, we can do that. We can start planning that now because y'all know how the season go when it starts. So with that being said, what y'all think about these wins and these probabilities, man? Like I said, the only one I truly disagree with, I'm gonna put this big screen for y'all. The only one I truly disagree with and don't see in the same way as the experts, quote unquote, the experts, is the LSU game. I get Georgia. I respect and understand what Georgia's bringing back, right? But I do not get the LSU hype. I do not get the LSU hype. Hold on 1 second, y'all. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. I got to take this phone call real quick. It's a very important one. And when we get back, we will open up the phone lines. And I want to hear your thoughts on these expert win probability predictions with the Alabama Crimson Tide for this upcoming season. All right. We'll be right back after this message. This is how you join the AAA family and become a member and support the Coach Smook Network. Check it out.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, If you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
All right, y'all. God knows how to bless you. Like, he knows how to get your attention and just blow your mind. I appreciate y'all for hanging out again. Once again, give it up for yourselves, AAA family. Tapping in today live if you're live. All right, we got about 20 more minutes left on the show. I'm gonna be honest. I have to go get ready for something we've been waiting on as a team, as a network, as something personally that I've been waiting on. Got some. All right. Thank you, God. What's up, 352 versus everybody? Appreciate you for tapping in on TikTok. Make sure you come in on the YouTube side and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's where we do our main content. Appreciate you for pulling up on TikTok. This morning, we're discussing the experts have predicted Alabama's winning chances, the win probability for the 2026 season week by week, and we're talking about it here. Now, I got some comments in the chat that I want to acknowledge. Let's go to some. The producer Jordan came in and said something that I said about a lot of other teams. I know we're talking Georgia and I mean, we're talking Alabama, but a lot of our schedule, I think, is favorable because of what some of the teams will be facing before they see us. Now, he asking about Tennessee. I'm going to talk about Georgia first because Georgia comes on the schedule. What people don't realize is Georgia plays Auburn the week before us. And this isn't the Auburn of yesterday. This is a new Auburn squad, right? DJ Durkin and Alex Golesh. I mean, DJ Durkin gave and Auburn's defense gave Georgia's offense problems last year. Auburn just didn't have a lick of an offense, and they still were in that game for 3 quarters. I do not think Auburn is going to be a pushover team, and this is not just against Georgia. We know they get up to play Bama and Georgia, but I think Auburn will have a chance, and I think they won't get the respect because they will lose games that they're not supposed to. I got 2 or 3 games where it should be a win, and I feel like they'll lose it on the road because of just who Auburn is. But against us, against Bama and Georgia, I guarantee you Auburn's going to show up. They show up and they play Georgia the week before we play it, right? And then Georgia has to come on the road after playing at home against Auburn, a rivalry game. Then they come on the road the next week to see us. So that's why I like our chances against Georgia, right? And then, like Jordan was saying, Tennessee, the week we play Tennessee. So the week we play Tennessee, I think we have a bye week before Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. It's either a bye week before Georgia or a bye week. I think it's a bye week before Tennessee. I think that's what it is. I think we get a bye week before Tennessee. Somebody fact check me on that. So if that's the case, imagine a Georgia-Tennessee game, right? Where we're on a bye week, they're playing. I know we got a bye week the 31st too. We don't have a Halloween game. We don't have a Halloween weekend game this year. Thank God. Now we can relax and watch everybody else sweat on Halloween, chat. But the Tennessee game, like I said, if we're getting a bye before Tennessee, they're coming off a Georgia game. That's something to consider, you know. And then again, LSU, I just don't see it, chat. I just don't see it. I don't see the narrative that Lane Kiffin is such a great coach, that he's won big games, that he knows how to coach and, you know, manage big games. I don't see it. I don't see it, chat. So I'm kind of in alignment with a lot of these probabilities, these picks, but at the same time, I'm like, where is this LSU hype coming from? Now, before we get out of here, got some updates. We got some roster updates and players on campus. some true freshmen showing up and doing a big one with getting locked in. Got some number updates. Let me see. Got some number updates, some roster updates. So and I saw a roster, man. No bye till Halloween. Okay, so that's gonna be a tough sled for Tennessee, right? Anyway, Amari Sapp, Aubrey Walker, the two freshman wide receivers. Like I said, I think these guys have so much future promise. Getting them to sign in this class here, I don't think there's no real intention on getting them involved heavily in the offense at this stage. Definitely got to do some development with their frame, right? Getting in the weight room, getting some weight on them, but just learning the offense as a whole. But I do see opportunities for them on special teams, both on kickoff and kick return. Fast guys like this, fat guys like that. A lot of times, coaches like Derek Nix want to see physicality. That's your opportunity on special teams to really, pad your resume and what you're willing to do. And you never know what you get thrown in for. A guy like Aubrey Walker, Latair Brooks on kick return would be awesome. I know we love Ryan Coleman Williams and we love, some of the things he did as a playmaker, but let's be real. He needs to focus on creating that value for himself as a wide receiver, a true wide receiver threat. And not even just wide receiver one, just a true wide receiver threat. I was rewatching the Alabama versus, was that Missouri? I want to say Alabama versus Mizzou. It was either Alabama versus Mizzou or Alabama versus Indiana. One of them games. It wasn't an Indiana game. Alabama versus Mizzou had to be. No, as a matter of fact, this was a game from the first year, his freshman year, and Jalen Milroe was under a lot of pressure in this game. I want to say it was the Missouri game, and he steps up in the pocket. He finally, has some pocket awareness, and Ryan Williams is opening up late across the middle of the field, and Milroe throws a beautiful pass, nice off touch pass, throws him in stride, and it's over the shoulder. And Ryan Williams does like this diving animation over the shoulder, and the ball touches his hands, and he does all this extra like falling out stuff and drops the pass. It's that type of stuff that I want to see him be focused on instead of kick returns or trying to be the impact player or create bigs. Because you got guys like Rico Scott. I don't think we've seen the depths of his speed and his playmaking ability. And then you got guys on Latair Brooks. You got Aubrey Walker. You got Henderson, right, that just came from JUCO level. A lot of guys. Some other guys just got their number. 24, Amari Sapp. 26, Aubrey Walker. 44, defensive lineman Nolan Wilson. I know we haven't been talking about him. Y'all have heard me speak on him sparingly. I think he's going to be a guy. Yes, he's a developmental piece, but I do believe he will get some opportunities in that D-line rotation. We haven't talked about Malik Franklin much. He's one of those guys, big body guys, that 2 years from now, he will be like a Steve Bola, a Sia Fega type of asset for the interior of the D-line. Got Bear Fretwell, offensive lineman. And then y'all remember we had a recruit, a signee, Jerry Daughtery. His last name that he'll be going with is Jared Graham now. That's the update to the roster. And we got all the freshmen on campus now. All the freshmen on campus. Everybody's getting ready for fall camp now. We've already seen them go through their summer workouts. I think they're finishing up tomorrow. Be the last day for the summer workouts, and then fall camp starts in a week. So a lot of excitement building up, and then we got a lot to discuss. We got a lot of things to discuss over the next coming days on the live shows. Tonight, 7:30 p.m., we will do the call-in show. We won't do a call-in show right now. We'll do one tonight, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to get some conversation on these win probabilities, but we're going to get some other teams. We got Georgia in here. We got Oklahoma in here. We got Florida. We got Ole Miss. We got Tennessee. We got Ohio State. We got all of them. We're going to get them, and we're going to get the graphics up, and we're going to get y'all reactions to them on the phone lines tonight here on the Coach Smook Network. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on your way out. Sorry I had to cut the show short, but we got some big things happening. God is truly blessing the Coach Smook Network. I truly appreciate y'all for supporting the Coach Smook Network. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, "Put me in the game, Coach Smook." I'll catch y'all in the next one. Y'all be blessed.
no selling their retails, I'm exposing what they want. Alabama football, yeah, I live it, yeah, I breathe it. From the streets to the bleachers, every angle, yeah, I see it, film, study, so militant. I ain't guessing a thing. Break it down, every snap is like a coach of the team. Authenticity above all, that's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you'll fail with the fan. They tried to box me in, and I keep it though off the frame. Turn the pressure into power, put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, Coach Smook, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, Coach Smook, that's what they saying.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. And boys over there, look at Deontay.
Hey, y'all, I'm walking out of Walmart. Check, what's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.
What's up, bro?
Reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Roll Tide, man.